Welcome back. South Korean pop sensation Psy's Gangnam Style has become the most watched YouTube video of all time. Well, there you see it. It's the song that's registered more than 809 million views online, and it's even been mentioned by some of the world's most important people, including President Obama and UN Chief Ban Ki-moon, who did a little bit of Gangnam Style dancing himself. Now, this video, Gangnam Style, bumps Justin Bieber's Baby from the top of the most watched list. Bieber's video now comes in at a close second with just over 803 million views. Well, let's go to Derbyshire now, where we're joined by Skype by YouTube blogger Peter Oakley, who knows what it feels like to be at the top of the YouTube chart. He's been there himself. Good afternoon to you, Peter. Thank you for joining us. Tell us how you found fame on YouTube. What were you doing?
Well, I'm 85 years old and I'm been a widower for a long time, and YouTube has been a wonderful benefit to my life in that I've made so many friends. It's enabled me to travel quite literally sort of all over the world, and so instead of leading a lonely life, I've had very enjoyable life with the benefits of being on YouTube.
And Peter, tell us about your most viewed video.
I don't know which one that is. In the early days, I talked about my early life as a child in the wartime, and they got hundreds of thousands of views at that time.
I think it's all down to your charm, isn't it? And what happened next? I mean, you talk about the number of friends you made, but did it also become a way to make money?
Well, yes. I have become what's called a partner within YouTube, and we do get paid for the proportion of the money that YouTube received from the adverts that are put onto our videos.
And how did that come about? Were you surprised when it was mentioned to you that you could be making money from what you were doing just as a hobby?
Yes. Indeed, I was, and of course, in the early days, I've been on YouTube now for over 6 years. When the site was very young, and at that time I was #1, and they did approach me to ask me if I would like to be involved. And at that time, I didn't think I wanted to be, because quite wrongly, I realise now, I thought it was a bit unfair to single out people for this benefit. And of course I was quite wrong, because over the years they offer this opportunity to really anybody who wants to apply for it.
Yeah, it's wonderfully egalitarian like that, isn't it? So what changed your mind?
Well, somebody changed it for me, actually. I happened to be down at the Google offices in London, and a very nice, pretty young lady who deals with these things said, "Why not?" And I couldn't resist.
You were swayed by her charm. And I have to ask you, when you heard you were #1 in the world on YouTube, what was your reaction?
Well, absolutely astonished, and the reason that I did get so much attention from television and radio and newspapers all over the world was because it was just an unusual thing to do, that an old man should do such a thing. And it was the unusualness of the situation that everybody responded to, and with the publicity that I got from television programs and things, then of course everybody wanted to come and see who this old man was.
Was that a surprise to your family, to those around you?
Well, it certainly was to me, because I just really put the video up as an experiment, really, just as a learning process of how to do it. But of course, yes, I was very pleased about it, and I'm very pleased how so many people have responded to me. I think one newspaper described me as the internet granddad, and that is a role I like to take. And there are so many, most of the people on YouTube are young people, and many of them don't have their own grandparents, and so they adopt me as their grandparents, and they write to me, and I'm very touched by all that, and I very much enjoy it.
That's an incredible bonus, isn't it? I mean, in terms of what it earns you, aside from that friendship, what is it? Is it enough for a good dinner a couple of times a week, or enough to go on holiday?
Well, since I joined very late when my viewing figures were going down, I don't get very much. I can't actually give you the figures of what proportion they pay, but some people do receive large amounts because they have, say, 1 million views. I don't know what that would relate to in money, but it is a substantial amount. In my case, they pay when your account has reached $100, then they pay you, and so yes, $100 translated into 80 odd pounds. That's very nice. We'll buy a little bit of equipment that you need, or as you say, 1 or 2 lunches.
Which is always nice. Peter, I mean, I hate to say it, you've been usurped by Gangnam style. Is that form of dance something you've heard of? And are you tempted to give it a go yourself?
Yes, I have.
It might be the way back to that #1 spot, I think.
Well, it might be. You cannot tell when things are going to go viral. I mean, in the early days, there was a lovely video that Albert had done his little face chucking that viral. One never knows what might go viral, but I don't think it for me.
I don't know, Peter. I think it could be wonderful. Peter Oakley, you're an internet institution, and I think an inspiration to many as well. I've really enjoyed talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and goodbye to all your viewers and listeners. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh.